Okay, thank you, honorable members. Welcome, Waziri, and honorable members. Before us is the CEC Finance, and they were scheduled to appear before this ADO committee today morning. And before we proceed, with me here is a letter from the same department. And before I proceed, I would like Waziri to confirm the following. We have a letter that was wrote to your office on 18th of October 2024, and there were some requirements that the committee wanted you to furnish with. The first requirement is the bank statement of all accounts held by the county executive, and in bracket county government and its entities, including those submitted to the county assembly on 15th of October 2024. Waziri, have you complied?
Yes, Chair, the documents will be, we were supposed to come to the documents this morning to the assembly.
County Revenue Fund account statement for financial year 2022-2023.
Yes.
Certified copy of M-Pesa statement in respect of payment to Nandi Youth Service payments.
We have explanation to the county assembly on that.
Satisfied bank statements for the Nandi County Youth Service account held at Equity.
The same to that again, we have an explanation.
Print out the uploaded budget to the Hyperion system and print out of this IFMI statement.
Yes, Chair.
You've supplied?
We have done a printout of the period. For the IFMIS statement, it's a bit complicated because IFMIS has modules, so it was not clear. Again, we will have an explanation and you will guide when we explain.
And then we have satisfied copies of approved budget estimates stamped and received by the control of budget for the 2 financial years.
Yes, we had actually supplied when we came earlier.
So these other documents you are saying you have not supplied. You are to come with the documents.
Yes, the additional ones.
But I thought, Waziri, because you are here, you should have availed the documents.
Yes, Chair. The reason you have called me to appear here is to, I am sure it's about the letter that we have written, but the documents are ready and we will just submit even as you direct.
But this letter was very categorical. The documents should have been submitted by Friday. That was on 18th.
Chair, we sent another request to submit them today. Actually yesterday, but yesterday was a holiday. So basically it then falls to today.
Okay, honorable members, before we proceed, I would like to read you a letter in reference to our summons to appear, a letter that has been wrote by the CEC Finance, and the contents are as follows. We refer to our previous correspondence between our office and yourselves on the said subject matter. We earlier indicated that a team from the Office of the Auditor General was going to come over for final audit and that we needed a day to engage them as they start off. We were unable to get this grant before from the County Assembly, and therefore requested them to reschedule to this week to enable us attend the sermon by the committee. The deliberation at the committee later aborted, and the committee now requires us to appear on Tuesday 22nd and Wednesday 23rd respectively. I wish to respond that the Office of the Auditor General team subsequently rescheduled their engagements with us on Tuesday 22nd, and attempts to request them for a further postponement have not been successful. They have indicated they have to come over as they are now behind schedule. This therefore is to request you to allow us appear only on Wednesday 23rd to dispense of all the matters scheduled by the committee. We are willing and will cooperate to stay longer for all matters to be executed. Kindly consider our request. Yours sincerely, Hilary Serem, CC Finance and Economic Planning. So, honorable members, those are the contents of the letter that has been forwarded to us this morning by the department. So maybe, Waziri, what do you have to say?
Chair, currently audit is ongoing. We cleared the systems audit. Now they are beginning what we call the final audits, looking at the financial statements. When they come, they normally require an entry and a thorough engagement in the day where we take them through all the financials we have prepared. We have a team of chief officers who are now seated in the boardroom. The officers from the OAG, they have an office they are working from. They are already there in that office. And my team, the chief officer, the director, and the head of procurement are also there. So I came to seek this grant from you. Should you allow, then we will go and proceed there. Because they require a day for us to take them through so that we show them the various administrators of the funds, the heads of sections who will be handling them while they are here, and any clarifications they want. Again, they have combined with the letter of management for the systems audit. They had given us a letter of management which requires us to clarify certain items before they finally give the final audit report for the systems they did. So we find ourselves in a what we call a situation where we are in between. That is a statutory requirement, and this summoned by the county assembly equally is an equal task that has weight in itself. So we decided with my team in the county treasury that I come over formally to make this request for the members to allow us to appear tomorrow. We have also asked the audit team to bear with us that we can only spend a day with them. Then we will leave our officers to work with them tomorrow, and we can be here as long as the matters still outstand until we clear them. So it's a humble and very sincere request. We did not foresee this. If we had got an opportunity last time we came here to dispense the business, then we will not be on this today, because they actually knew that we were coming to the assembly last week to dispense that business, and therefore they did their scheduling to today. What has happened, Chair, is that the Auditor General, Madam Nancy Kadungu, appeared in Parliament, and she was taken to task on the deadlines that they give to counties after doing the audit. So they have a very strict timeline that they are operating on now, and so they send circulars to us to cooperate. If we fail to avail ourselves again, it will look like we are failing on our statutory responsibility. So I really want to submit to this House and this committee, through you, Chair, that you consider this very humble request from our part in finance. We will cooperate tomorrow until the business is dispensed. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you, Waziri. Maybe before we make any ruling on that note, I will invite the honorable members to give their reactions. Then we make a final ruling and we proceed. Mheshimiwa Mosbe.
Honorable Chair, thank you for the opportunity. Listening to Waziri making his request, it appears to me the engagement that we are supposed to have today is less important compared to the statutory requirement, you see. So it is like Waziri is being compelled by the other law on the other side. So my thinking, Chair, is we let Waziri go and conduct himself the way he does. In any case, we have a couple of documents. We can make our ruling on the same. Because what we are doing today, Chair, don't forget, some of the things that we are asking Waziri are things that he has failed to provide us 2 years down the line. So this is kind of contempt, in my opinion.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Mosbey. Mheshimiwa Silas Kogo.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Just to let Waziri know that this Honorable Committee is working under timelines. For that reason, I don't know, you are to dispense this today and tomorrow. Now your request is that you appear before us tomorrow, if granted. Now, we have a lot. I don't know, how are you going to manage this? You know, scheduling for 2 days, and you want this committee to work for just a day. I don't know how you are going to manage if granted. So, Honorable Chair, this House must work under timelines. Thank you.
Honorable Trufosa.
Thank you, Chair. As per the request of the CC, and he has really requested with polite notes, let's just accept today and tomorrow is not far. Though we had some other issues for tomorrow, we have no other option. Let's just accept for them to come tomorrow with all what we wanted, and still we'll work on it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Whip.
Thank you, Chair. I think in my case, I'm in support with, first of all, Chair, is that it has to come with your ruling that in case we allow them to be here tomorrow with full documents and tell them that they will be here even up to midnight or any other time, because we have to disperse on this activity. It has to be very clear, because we will not move more than tomorrow. That one I beg, because the schedule, we don't want also to strain, Chair. So my humble request is that indeed, if PCNC has just back on tomorrow, but beyond tomorrow, we may not tell, Chair.
Honorable Maina.
Honorable Chairman, whereas I think it's in order for the CCM to request to be granted leave not to appear today, I have a small issue. I wish, Honorable Chairman, that he was, or the department were compliant on the question of the documents. I'm even very gravely concerned, Honorable Chair, and I wish that then we can make comments on this before we agree on the question of meeting tomorrow or indeed any other day. He says that he's going to give an explanation. So if this officer respects this county assembly, this committee, he has not given the documents according to the deadline. He wrote a letter knowing very well that Monday was going to be an holiday, because I think everybody knew that. So the place where I take exception, Chairman, and I need clarification, is where he says that we want to give an explanation. I don't think this committee wishes to get explanations. We want documents. So, Chairman, even before you let him go and probably come tomorrow, maybe it is only imperative that those documents be availed without any exception. That's the problem I have, Chairman. And I wish for that to be clarified right now.
Honorable Bett.
Thank you, Chair. And there is something also that I need clarification, Chair. He's talked of, you gave directive on the budget that was uploaded, received and stamped. The kind of document we received is not the one. The document we received is not received and stamped by the controller of budget. 2 is the issue of documents that we've requested from them. And I want to be very categorical, what do you say? Categorical, sorry. On that particular document of M-Pesa statement for Nandi County Youth Service, which explanation does he require to provide M-Pesa statement? Which explanation do you have to provide for account statement of that particular account for Nandi County Youth Service? And Chair, let Waziri be informed that these documents are public documents. It is neither yours or ours. It is public documents. The sovereign power that we exercise as a house allows us to use any means to get those documents. And Chair, let them be informed that we no longer need explanation on those particular documents. They are public documents, you are aware of it. Kindly please avail. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Tolule. Then Honorable Tarbi.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Mine is to register my, I don't know what to call it. It's like my fears to the officer we have in front of us. The other time, you were telling us we don't have all the documents. You didn't. You had not submitted the quarterly reports and whatever. Now you come here, you are giving us explanations. You are giving us explanations as to why you are not appearing today. We have it tomorrow. We also have timelines as the committee, as a committee. When tomorrow comes, what is the assurance that you are not going to give us another excuse not to be interrogated? As Honorable Betta said, you are holding an office that belongs to the people. It is not your office. And for heaven's sake, you have to comply, Waziri. You have to comply. We are doing some work here that we really want to know what is going on, and we don't want things that be getting postponed. You are delaying everything here, and we are not going to take it lightly. Come tomorrow, just comply. Thank you.
Okay, honorable members, maybe I'm not hearing you mentioning, according to the request, the department is requesting that we congest all activities that were made for today and tomorrow to be covered in a single day. And I've not heard any one of you giving remarks on that. Is it possible that we are going to congest all the activities that we had separated for 2 days, we congest it into 1 day? So can you please be making remarks on that line also, so that when I will give guidelines and directions, we will have considered that matter.
Yes, Chair. I think I mentioned that if permission granted as per, we will squeeze, we will even pan the whole night. We have no time. They have to get prepared that by today evening, all the documents must be here. Tomorrow, we will prosecute even if it is until morning. So that is why we were giving an in case we approve that one. Waziri and the team should know that. Tomorrow, even we may go to the next morning.
Bridget.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to inform Waziri that this committee has a timeline and deadlines. And I find your department has a lot of excuses. So it will be so good if you submit all the documents today by 2, because we had splitted your department because it is a big department and covers the whole entire other departments. So it would be so good if you submit at 2, so that we see the way forward. I don't know if we will manage until midnight, because this department, we need to be so keen. There is hidden agendas in this department, so let's not lie. Yes, and Nandis are watching. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa Sub.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Chair, Nandi County is aware of the importance of the finance department. It is the driver that drives all the developments in our county. And Honorable Chair, failure by the department to give this Honorable House the information that it needs is in contravention with the law.
Honorable members, please let us consult in law. So Honorable Keter, you are interfering with the submission by the honorable member, please.
So, Honorable Chair, I want to remind Waziri that it is important that this Honorable House gets all the information that it needs for this interrogation to succeed. Even in the absence of the officers, if we had the documents, we would still continue interrogating the documents as we give them the excuse to appear tomorrow. Otherwise, it is a failure on their part to supply this Honorable House with the necessary information, which is not good, Honorable Chair. Not unless they want to hide some information to this House. So we can give them some time, maybe until 2, to supply some documents so that we can interrogate those documents as we wait for them to appear tomorrow. Thank you.
Honorable Bet.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. To Waziri, you have really requested this Honorable Committee to give you a leave for until tomorrow, so that you can have time today for the other statutory body to audit your financial statement. It is for the good cause of our people, because any audit and it is likewise to us here. We are auditing the older project in our, that lies within the departments and in our county. Wasiri, kindly, what will make you to be a trusted man is to comply with all the documents that we have requested as the committee. Failure, all this will be lies. But we will, with your prayers, through the ruling of the chair, we are awaiting ruling from the chair. If he will give you the leave, then it is okay. We will all agree that if you comply, unless you comply to submit all the documents that we have requested, any explanation, Honorable Chair, to the Wasiri, if you say you want to explain, any explanation will lead you to troubles. Any explanation, that is a trouble already, because that it is a fable. It is a fable. No one will take it as a serious. No one will take it as a serious matter. But if you submit all the documents, we can even interrogate the document without your presence. We can continue interrogating the documents without your presence here. But if you rely on explanation, you know, explanation 0.01 is the truth behind your explanation. The probability of your explanation will be 0.01. So, Chair, maybe my remarks also, you can give them a chance today, as we deliberate on other matters and as we wait for them to submit it and comply with the documents. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Bet. Let us have Honorable Tarbei and then Mheshimiwa Bitok.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, allow me to give my view. I don't know. I know from the explanation that Wasiri gave, the auditors were to come last week. And because we rescheduled for them to appear, we want to take his word because he's the man in charge of the audit. But let's assure Wasiri that if in case he doesn't comply with us, we might end up joining the auditors there tomorrow, because we'll have all the required documents. So I want you, Chair, maybe we can grant Wasiri. Now that he has come in person to request, we can allow that. Because this is an official process, and the way he has explained, it's like it coincided with our ruling last week. So I don't see any doubt. We can give him the benefit of doubt with this department as to whether we'll be able to comply to finish tomorrow. My worry now will be if they come with voluminous documents tomorrow, we might be congested. So if there is a way, those documents which he has said is available, it can be a fail for us maybe before the end of the day, so that if in case it will make our work easier tomorrow. But I can see we can be able to manage to beat the deadline. So I conga.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Tarbei. Let us have Mheshimiwa Bitok.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I also concur with the members who have spoken. And we acknowledge the letter from Wasiri that he has requested we give him time. And for your understanding also, this investigation is ongoing everywhere, even in the village. So I think he has also allowed us to get some time to still get some reports. So let us give him time. And as we agree, although he knows this was timeline, that we have our own timetable that we should be following. But we also we agree, and let him come tomorrow, and we continue with our timetable. Thank you.
Honorable Chairman, I have a small inquiry to make on the witness. Could you kindly confirm, where did you say he is a chief officer today? Right now, where are they?
Chair, I said our officers are in the office. Together with all the chief officers are in the boardroom. They're actually waiting.
I'm referring to the Chief Officer of Finance and Head of Procurement. Where are they right now? And I would like to remind you that you are on oath.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, they are together with the other chief officers in the boardroom.
Do you know where they are? Where your chief officer is?
Chair, I've responded.
I'm asking, do you know?
Chair, I said, to the best of my knowledge, they are with the other chief officers in the
Okay, honorable member, the CC has answered that to the best of his knowledge.
No, Chair, he's lying.
What is the problem?
No, CEO and procurement officer that are inside the car. Confirmed in these premises, kindly.
Chair, then that means because they haven't gotten any response from me, they must have taken out of their will then to proceed and find out what's happening here. Which again, there's no problem with that.
Okay.
But we have a team waiting.
Honorable members, because already we are discussing the contents of the letter, I would like to give guidance that let us not deal with people who are not at the plenary. Let us deal with Waziri. So maybe any other comment from honorable members?
You see, they came together, Honorable Chairman. We don't want to be taken in cycles. That's the problem. We would like this officer to respect this county assembly. He cannot come with the officers and lie to us that they are in the boardroom. Honorable Chairman, you must take great exception to this. Because this in fact is the contempt that the county executive continues to have on the people. Why would he do that?
Okay, honorable members, order honorable members. Waziri, can you be honest to this honorable committee?
Honorable Chair, we have officers at the gate of this county assembly. We have sergeant-at-arms who saw me arriving early in the morning. And they saw me where I parked, and I alighted alone. With all due respect, I came early at around 9. My officers must have, now they must be wondering what has taken long this side. That's why they could have come. But with all due respect,
let me say that let us leave that issue, please. What I want you to respond, Waziri, there are fears by the honorable members on the issue of production of documents. Before I make a ruling, can you respond to that so that I make a ruling and we allow you to go and engage with the auditors?
Thank you, Chair. I commit, Chair, through you, this committee, we will provide the documentation.
Let's be clear, Chairman, on the documents, not explanations. So can you point out the place where you are saying explanation, and can he confirm that he's going to bring the documents?
Yes, Chair. With your permission, I will bring the documents. What may not be clear, like I said, we were asked to produce an infamous statement. Even the county assembly procurement section uses IFMIS. If you allow, we could even demonstrate using the one that is here, the various modules that are there, so that you get to understand the dilemma we are in when we are asked to produce a statement from the IFMIS. Because it only has modules for purchase orders for various users. So that is the one that we were saying we will provide an explanation. But the House has the leeway, Chair, to tell us exactly what it is, and we can be of help even to provide an explanation or a solution or another document instead. So that is what I meant. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, before you give a ruling.
Yes, Honorable Tolole.
You know, we had programmed this department for interrogation for 2 days. And I want to be sincere and truthful to you that we cannot squeeze everything for tomorrow if it is possible, Honorable Chair. We can spread it for another 2 days, tomorrow and Thursday. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable.
Chair.
Yes.
I hope that issue which Honorable Tolole has said, it will be upon us to decide whether we schedule for 2 days or not. So that issue is not for the Waziri. So let's just dismiss Waziri to go, then we'll go on. Thank you.
Chair, if you allow me again, one more comment.
Let me allow first Honorable Mosby.
Honorable Chair, now that you are about to make a ruling, from the side of the chair, and I think this chair, it is going to help you while making that ruling. Waziri has clearly come to test waters. Sincerely, when the other officers are waiting out here, and he is in here, and if they had agreed that he was coming to deliver the apology, to request to be absent, there was no way the other officers would have followed and come in here. Meaning, it would be possible if Waziri was honest, he would have asked us for a shorter time of today. Then we make a decision on what to do about it. Now, Chair, I know we are going to be into another trouble. You remember the director for Nandi Youth Service. When we asked him about the M-Pesa statement, he said that it is in the custody of the finance people and that he was not allowed to bring the statement. Now Waziri is not bringing us the M-Pesa statement tomorrow, if you are going to allow. He is just coming with an explanation. Isn't this a waste of time, Chair?
Honorable Chair, there must be either an IFMIS-generated voucher or an IFMIS-generated payment schedule. So whichever the case, what we would like the CECM, since you are the expert, tell us, give us the proof of payment that shows who you paid, the account in which you paid it, and the time, including the date. That is what we want. You cannot possibly bring to us something that says Nandi impressed account. I hope the witness understands this, Chairman, because, and we would like you to help us. So much as I really have serious doubts, Chairman, where we can be taken in cycles. When the officers are here within the premise, maybe we should have just continued with the grilling. Because surely, Chairman, this is not, we must take this with great exception. I think this officer is becoming rogue. We cannot be taken in circles like that, Chairman. It is unacceptable and very dishonorable for people to come and hide in the car and tell us that maybe they followed him. Chairman, please, you have to restore the dignity of this house. You really must do that. I, in fact, wish that the Sergeant at Arms confirms. We have already sent people, Chairman, to hospital and to other places. If indeed these two officers are seated out here in the car, then this is something of great disrespect, which must be condemned.
Okay. Waziri, you had something to say?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Chair, once again, just my clarification. If the officers I work with have decided to follow me, it could be because I've taken long here, and it's understood. Otherwise, I arrived alone. I'm sincere on that. I wish there are cameras there and people are there, they can confirm. Secondly, Chair, we are coming with open heart so that we also offer clarification on the documents we provide. So if Chair, if you allow, listening to the tone of the members, it's a bit scary because it looks like there's already, it's like a judgment before we even interrogate the document. So I really want to say this. We are coming openly. We are coming to explain where it's not clear. And we are ready for members to ask. and then we give the clarification. Again, Chair, I know the standing orders of this House allows members have a privilege to speak. Even the County Government Act allows members to have privilege in speaking in Parliament. But again, the same standing orders do not allow members to speak ill of another or any other party. So when a member mentioned that there's a hidden agenda, Honorable Chair, I think, to the best of my knowledge, that will be contradicting that provision of the standing order. And I would wish that even as we engage in this House and in this committee, you provide that kind of guidance and direction and protection for us all, because we are here courtesy of your summon. And of course, the Constitution allows us to be here, and also there's a fair hearing. It's not an accusation, it's an investigation that the House is conducting. And I think, and until that is found, that there is reason to believe that something wrong has been done, we are all on fair ground. So that the tone, I want to request humbly, becomes a very welcoming tone that is...
You know, Waziri, I want to disagree with you. The tone is rising because of your failure to produce documents. That is what is actually happening. The issue of production of documents is what is causing these all, you see members expressing their dissatisfaction, maybe not on a polite tone. So I think, Waziri, going forward, before I make the ruling, you should actually confirm to the honorable members on the issue of production of documents. Because you have heard that they are even ready to interrogate documents without you. So the only bone of contention, Waziri, is the production of documents. So if you can confirm to these honorable members on how you are going to produce the documents, and all these temperatures will go down.
Honorable Chair, let me remind Waziri, you remember the 2007 post-election violence? It was caused because there was delay in release of the results. So when you use delaying tactics and whatever, the fire will rise.
Vice Chair.
Through the Chair. So Waziri, why can you not come clearly with the documents that are there? And if there is a document that we shall not get it, just tell this committee, this document is not possible for you to get. Coming back with an explanation will not help us. Just clear with the document issues now. Tell us this and this, we have them. But this one, we cannot get it because of this and this. We finish about the documents. Because which explanation are you going to come up with? Are you, or there are some people doing some research there? Because it is you who is here and talking of, I'll come with an explanation. Explanation is just something which you have it in your mind. It is not a luggage that we are going to bring. So just clear us, so that you go when we know this and this document, we are not going to get them. And then we shall discuss otherwise. Thank you.
I think, Waziri, I want to second what my vice has echoed, that can you make it clear so that we avoid these back and forth? Can you make it clear to this honorable committee that even you are coming tomorrow, which documents will not be available, so that we do away with this issue of documents? So can you make it clear that which documents will you not provide, so that tomorrow we shall know where to start with?
Thank you, Chair.
Chair, and reasons for not providing, if there is.
Thank you, Chair. We, to this end, have not been able to secure the M-Pesa statements for the NYS, Nandi Youth Service. Secondly, I have not been able to get exactly as requested by the House on the IFMIS statement. So those two.
Honorable Chairman.
Okay. What about this? There is this county revenue fund account statement. What is your reaction on that? So that tomorrow we don't go back to these issues of document. Get it clear right now that I will provide this one I'm unable to provide, so that we avoid this back and forth on issues to do with documents. And maybe you will also, maybe tomorrow you will explain reasons of not providing. But from here, we have the bank statement of bank accounts held by the county executive. Will you provide that one?
Chair, I provided a list of bank accounts. The statements of all those accounts held by the county executive. I'm yet to get clearance. I wanted to seek the clearance. Collective, you know, the Constitution, Article 179 provides that this sees the county executive committee as a collective responsibility in matters administration. Bank statements is an item we have never provided anywhere before, even though the investigative authorities and audit. They normally secure a court order, they walk to the bank, and they are provided with. So on that, on the bank statements, I am seeking the authority of the SEC, the County Executive Committee, so that I do not, on my own volition, proceed to execute a matter that is above me. So up to now, that one again on bank statements, all the bank statements, is a matter I have not concluded now, but I'm working on it. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Honorable members.
Chairman.
Honorable Maina, we want to conclude the session, please. Let us not interfere more. So what I'm going to do, Waziri, is that we are going to have a break of 5 minutes so that we come and make a ruling on the same issue.
But Chairman, just I wanted to be certain that the witness is telling us the truth. When you say that you are seeking the authority of the SEC, are you confirming to us that you've written to them? Have you made such a request?
Yes, SEC meetings are convened by...
I asked, have you made a request like that?
I have notified the convener of the meeting of the same.
By what means?
Chair, when we need meetings for SEC.
Considering the enormity of the issue, Chairman, and that's why, Chairman, you know, it really begs the question if this officer takes this assembly seriously, because he's telling us that he has done something which he has not done.
Waziri, you've said you've notified the convener of the same. So I think maybe we shall interrogate that first. So let us have a break of 5 minutes and then we shall come back, we make a ruling and we allow you to proceed to engage with the auditors. Okay.